A man was telling his neighbour, I've just bought a new hearing aid. £4,000 it cost me, but it's state of the art. Really, said his neighbour. What kind is it? 12:30. Hi, welcome to Pictures, Noise and Words. I'm Hedgy, and this is Burgerkill from Indonesia. And I've still got Mark, because he's still not escaped. Done Burgerkill on the channel 3 times before, and they're in my mind, they're one of the Indonesian sort of big bands, because I don't know that many bands. Burgerkill, Dead Squad, Serenggai. I've done a couple of others, but the big ones, it's like Burgerkill and Dead Squad for me. Don't know how accurate that is, because I've only got a limited amount of exposure. But I know that Burgerkill are very popular, and I've liked what I've heard so far. And now the last thing they did an orchestral EP that I think it was 4 songs. Well, this song that they've just released literally a couple of days ago is not off that. It's from an older album, this one called Adamantine, which is at least 2 years old. And I'm saying that because I did a song off it in July 2018, so it's at least 2 years old. I haven't bothered, as usual, to look up how old exactly it is, but not new. So to release a song off it now with a video, a bit of a surprise, really. But here we are. It's a song called Paradoks, spelt differently. And that's all I know. I've not heard it. Obviously, I know who Burgerkill are. Mark, you familiar with Burgerkill?
Only with your channel.
Right. Okay,
really?
Then.
Yeah.
So we're in sort of death metal territory. But then again, they just did a song with an orchestra that wasn't. So, like everything in music, you don't know what you're going to get until you get it. So, without further ado, poor Mark didn't get a word in then. Sorry, Mark.
Oh well, you do your thing.
Well, it's easier to talk about. It's easier to talk about songs after you've heard them. You know.
So it is.
So beforehand, what are you gonna say? So no one recommended this except YouTube recommended it to me, and YouTube's getting good at that. So I'll have to count Mark in because he can't see my screen. And in 3, 2, 1, click. Well, there you have it.
Well, nice. Yeah, really nice. A little bit industrial.
Yeah. It has a bit of a cycle to it where it repeats. I think you could have knocked several bars off the end of that. It went on a bit long at the end, but the thing that lifts Burgerkill up is the creativeness. So there's more going on in it than your average noisy band kind of thing.
It's quite dynamic, good drumming, and
I think the drummer really does a good job, and I wonder when they play it live whether he regrets coming up with that.
Yeah, well,
it's like, oh no, I've got to do that live now.
Yeah.
Not that it's that hard, to be honest, but still.
Wow, you say so.
It's not as tiring if you got the right technique. It's not as tiring as it looks. But I think that's the thing that's latched me as a Westerner onto something like Burgerkill, and it's the same effect I get with Dead Squad, is that regardless of the language barrier, and the music is so strong and so inventive that you can hear the quality. It's like something I always say, you can hear how good it is, and you can allow yourself to be carried along by it. If something's not quite right, if something's not good enough, it literally kind of holds you back from being carried along, because they're at a disadvantage from my point of view in that I don't understand. I probably wouldn't have understood it if he'd been speaking in English, to be honest, because it's death metal vocals, isn't it? But you're kind of there's a cultural divide that you've got to get over, and it's because the music's so strong, it gets over that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, to me, yeah. But I like this more than the orchestral thing.
Right.
Yeah. I'd say stay to your roots. It's for me that's okay. I love to see bands being inventive, but that whole orchestral thing, not for me.
I think
so. This is quite nicer than the other one I heard.
Yeah, I think every band hits a certain size in popularity, and then they go and make a song with an orchestra. There's something about bands. You think, I wonder what this would sound like if I had an orchestra, And usually a band that had a keyboard player who might not be part of the band, but they have some keyboards that fill in the background with some strings, And then they think, well, we're bigger now. Let's get a real orchestra and see. And then it just goes too far, and they end up and then they find out how good they are genuinely as musicians.
Yeah. Well, no, it doesn't work for me.
Yeah, fair enough. Whereas I mean, there have been certain projects that have had orchestras in that just sound amazing. But I think it's quite a stretch to go from death metal to orchestra. That's a big leap, isn't it? And you're definitely not got your core fan base with you then.
No, I don't think so either. Well, no, I think it doesn't fit me. Also, that Metallica thing, what was it? Symphony and Metallica.
Yeah.
Well, it did so much damage to their own sound,
My problem with that was that whoever mixed Metallica too high in the mix. So the orchestra, half the time, you couldn't hear them. So whatever they were adding to it was lost.
So you see, all of the time you see...
If you can't hear anything, yeah. And
you don't hear it well.
It's as if the song was mixed by the band, and they said, well, we'll just turn ourselves up a bit more. We'll just turn ourselves up. Yeah. It sounded like that a bit. If you're going to get an orchestra involved, They have to be involved. You can't
Yeah,
you can't
yeah,
just play all over
precisely.
them.
Yeah,
But
just
anyway,
like that. Yeah.
that's not that's a different thing, of course. Whereas this song definitely did not have. If this had an orchestra in it, I couldn't hear it. I'm pretty sure there wasn't one. So what you get instead is a solid, driving, angry song, you know,
Yeah.
but with lots of inventive points in it, like the drumming. I mean, that's a brave drum line to put into a death metal song, you know. So
and that's still what I like. Aggressiveness. Some aggressive bands will always stick in me. I do like more the mellow sound now as the years go on, you know. But there are some bands, and this sounded like one of them, you know. This kind of aggressiveness I like, really, yeah.
And that's what music does. In different people, you get a different reaction, and some people latch onto that. Because, like I say, sometimes I like the totally chaotic, extreme sound. Usually when I'm cooking, strangely enough. But then other times, when I'm cooking, I'll put on something mad like Flesh God Apocalypse or whatever when I'm cooking. And then when I'm driving, I might want to listen to something else, and it's about mood and emotion, isn't it? Music.
Yes,
so
that's it, right?
Yeah, which is why people like so many different things. But yeah, a good solid one from Burgerkill, I would say there. And if you're already a fan, there's no reason not to like that. But it's been out for a couple of years, so I imagine all of their fans have already heard it. I don't know why you would put out a video 2 years later, because what are you going to achieve with it? You know, you've probably sold all of these that you're going to sell by this point.
Riddle me. I don't know.
Not that it's my problem. I get a new video, but yeah, it just seems like an odd choice, especially when you've done something else since then. Even if you just put out a new single, a new song that you've written on its own, and just make a video. Don't know. Somebody out there will know, and will probably let me know. So, yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. As usual, it's goodbye from Mark.
Goodbye, thank you.
And it's goodbye from me. See you next time, probably. Bye-bye.